Hello everyone, welcome once again to another session of learning. Today in our English lesson class, we will be looking at consonant clusters. Consonant clusters. If you recall, in our earlier lessons, we learned about the alphabet, the letters of the alphabet, and then we also talked about the fact that the alphabets are grouped into two categories, the vowels and then the consonants. So we looked at the vowels and we said that out of the 26 letters of the alphabet, 5 of them are vowels, while the rest are consonants. With the exception of Y, that sometimes functions as a vowel and other times as a consonant. So we looked at vowels and we said the vowels in the alphabet are letters A, E, I, O, and U. The letters A, E, I, O, and U are the vowels, while every other letter of the alphabet is a consonant, except for Y, that sometimes functions as a vowel and other times it functions as a consonant. So just to remind ourselves of the letters that are consonants we have here on the board: B, C, G, L, M, R, S, T, P, N. And we also went ahead to look at their sounds, the sounds of the vowels and the sounds of the consonants. In fact, the sounds of all the letters of the alphabet, we went to explore them. And we even tried to see how these different sounds combine to form words. So we have been moving from one step to the other in our language skills acquisition to learn how to read, to write, to pronounce words and stuff like that. So today the aspect we'll be looking at is consonant clusters. So what's consonant clusters? What are consonant clusters? They refer to group of 2 or more consonants that come together in words, but they still keep their individual or separate sounds. These consonant clusters, which are also known as consonant blends, when you blend things, you try to put things together, you try to mix things together, it's called blend, okay? So consonant clusters, like group, cluster means to gather together. So consonant clusters are also known as consonant blends. And they are groups of 2 or more consonants. Most times they are 2, hardly more than 2 in English language, okay? They are groups of 2 or more consonants in a word that are pronounced together, yet you will hear the sound of each of the consonants. The 2 consonants or 3 consonants come together, but when you are pronouncing the word, even though they are together, you will still hear the separate sounds of the different consonants, okay? That's what it means by they still have their separate sounds. You will hear, for instance, if it's the letters B and L that are combined in a word, you will hear the sound B and you will still hear the sound L, okay? They are together, but you will hear the different sounds, okay? So we're going to explore some examples of consonant blends as they exist in words, and then we're going to see their pronunciation and examples of the different categories. Okay, we're going to look at some of the examples of consonant clusters or consonant blends that we have. Remember, B is a consonant and L also is a consonant. B has the sound B and L has the sound L. L. Now these two, there are words that they occur together, and you sound these two together as bl, bl, bl. From the sound, you can still hear the B sound and you can still hear the L sound. Okay, now quickly I would like to mention here that the fact that you can still hear the sound B and the sound L in consonant clusters, this is the main thing that makes consonant clusters to be different from digraphs. We will come to that in our next lesson. Digraphs also could be combination of vowels or combination of consonants. When they are combination of consonants, the thing that occurs is that the two sounds that blend together will lose their individual sound. They will not have the original sound that they have again. When the two different sounds come together, they will now form a new sound entirely, a totally new sound from the two letters that come together in digraph. Okay, though they change to a new sound, but in the case of consonant clusters, each sound is still heard. The individual sound of the letters are still retained. Okay, their sounds are still retained. So you have bl. This is, remember, letter C has the sound k. So this is kl, kl, kl. And D, the sound d. And R, r, r. So the two will be dr, dr, dr. F, R, r. G, G, L, L. You have gl, 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 gl. S, L, sl, 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 sl. B, R, brr, brr, brr. P, R, pr, pr, pr. And P, L, pl, 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 pl. Okay? So these are different consonant clusters. So right now we're going to list out some words where they occur, where you can find these consonant clusters. So the first one we have here, bl, bl. We have that word, that color, blue, 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 blue. And we have the word blow, like when you blow the air or you blow your balloon. Blow. Another word here is blind. And then you have bless. Okay? There are more examples, there are more words where you find this consonant cluster bl, bl functioning. So you have blue, blow, blind, bless. Okay? So the next one here is so the first word we have here is cloud. Okay? You have the word cloud, you have clean, clean. You have clown. Okay, let me write clock and then clown. You know clowns that make kids to laugh, people that act funny, dress funny. Yeah, cloud, clean, clock, clown. Now the next consonant clusters we have is d, dr, dr. So the first word we have here is dry, dry. Okay, let's move this up a little bit so that it doesn't affect the following words that will be written below. So we have dry, we have drop, drop it, drop. We have dress, we have dress, dress. And we have dream, dream, dr. So let's try and underline the consonant blends that we are focusing on here. Okay? Now, looking at the examples we've been having here, we might start to think that these consonant blends only occur at the beginning of words. It's not true. It's just coincidental that the examples we have written here all have the consonant clusters at the beginning of the words. They can occur in the middle of the word, they can occur at the end. Okay? So don't start thinking that they only occur at the beginning of words, they occur anywhere. We are actually trying to write shorter words because of your level. If we want to look for words where consonant clusters occur in the middle, there will be much longer words, and we're trying to avoid that. Okay, so that you don't get confused at this level, or you don't get to face words that are too complicated for you to pronounce or to work with. That's why we are using these short words, and it now occurs as if it now happens or appears as if the consonant clusters occur only at the beginning of words. The next consonant cluster we're looking at is and r. So the first one we have here is Friday. We know that day of the week when everybody is happy that the next day is not school. Yes, or work. Everybody loves Friday. I love Friday too. Okay, so we have Friday, and then we have friend. We all have friends, right? Friend. Friday. Then we have fresh. Fresh bread from the shop, from the store. And lastly, we have okay, let's use the word fry. Fry. One of the meanings of fry is to apply heat, to dry up something. Okay, so the next consonant blend we're looking at is gl. 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 Okay, so this occurs in words like glad. Glad. When you're glad, you're happy. Occurs in glow. When you're glowing, that means you're shining, you're looking good. Occurs in glad, glow, good. I like this next example. Ugly. We see that it's not in the beginning, it's like in the middle. Okay, just to prove to us like that consonant clusters don't occur only at the beginning of words, but that they could occur in the middle of words or at the ending of words. So you have ugly. Let me underline that. And lastly, we have glide. Gliding is a kind of smooth movement that flows. Okay, effortless movement. Okay, the next consonant cluster we're looking at is sl. 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 Okay, so the first word we have here is, let me take this down a bit. Slow. Slow. Let's underline the consonant cluster there. Slow. Slap. Slap. Sleep. Right? Sleep. And we have, let's underline this. Slime. Slime. Slow, slap, sleep, slime. Sl. So the next consonant cluster we're looking at is brr. Brr. So the first word we are coming up with here is broom. Broom. You can hear the sounds of the two consonants. And the next one we have here is bring. Bring. The next one we have here is brain. Brain. And then we have brother. Brother. Okay. So the next one here is prr. Prr. P and r. So here we have let's see. Okay, we have pray. Pray. That's the first one we have there. The next one is prize. Prize. Okay, and the next one is prune or prick. Maybe something sharp pricks you on your foot. Prick. And the last one we have is press. 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 Okay. And then the last consonant cluster we have here is pl. 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 So we have play. Play. We have plan. Okay. We have please. Please. And we have plant. Plant. We have other consonant clusters, okay, that we like S and M. Sm, sm, like smile, smoke, smear. Okay, there are different consonants, other consonant clusters. On your own, I would advise you look, when you have your storybooks, you're reading them, going through them, just try and look out for words where you have two consonants together, okay? Whenever you have two consonants occurring together there, they are consonant clusters, or they could be consonant clusters, or they could be digraph. You know, I talked about digraph earlier. It could also be a combination of consonants. It could be combination of consonants or combination of vowels, okay? But the difference is that when it is a digraph and two consonants are combined, they don't retain their sound. You will not hear the original sounds of b and r as you have in broom. If it's digraph, this b and r, their sound will change completely. You will not hear their former sound again. The individual sounds of the letters, the consonants that join together, will be totally changed. The new sound that will be formed will be different from the two sounds of the consonants that join together. That is digraph. Okay, you don't hear the sound of g and l. For instance, gl, fr, kl. If it's digraph, those two consonants will combine and form a new sound. That's the difference. Okay, so just look out for these words. So in your storybooks, you may come across consonant clusters, or you may come across digraphs. So by next class, you will see the words where digraphs occur, and you see some words where it is just consonant clusters. You'll be able to tell the difference when you come across them in your storybooks, okay? But before then, just keep exploring. Like all these ones we shared with you. Trust me, there are other words, other consonant clusters that we didn't add there, like S and M, sm. I briefly talked about the sm, okay? Where you have like a smile, small, smack, okay? These are different words, okay, where you find these other consonant clusters. So just keep exploring. Next week we're going to talk about digraph, or even when we do, if there are more examples we want to bring across your way, we're still going to add them to this list, okay? So keep practicing. Remember, language is all about practicing. Keep reading, keep talking, speaking this language, English, and that is how you become a master of it. And try to listen when people are speaking this language. It's all about communication. And communication is not only about reading or talking. It's also about you being able to listen, okay? Being able to listen, and then the more you explore, the more you are able to communicate clearly. You speak clearly, you hear people clearly, and also you understand people better. Okay, so keep practicing. We'll see again next week, okay? We'll continue to explore English language, okay? So stay blessed and stay safe.